Millions of Americans are planning to travel by plane for the holidays as today's safety experts issued a wake-up call for pilots. They have studied a new tape of that crash in San Francisco and are warning it's time to concentrate on people trained to fly the planes and not just the technology. ABC Senior National Correspondent Jim Avila takes us through this new tape.
A new look from the airport camera at this devastating accident. Clear skies in July, daylight at San Francisco International. This Boeing 777 cartwheels down the runway, killing 3 and threatening the lives of 300 more on board Korean-owned Asiana Air. A fatal crash experts say could have been easily prevented, and the National Transportation Safety Board today questioned why the 3 pilots depended on computer controls during an emergency and didn't simply manually throttle up before it was too late.
We do have an issue in aviation that needs to be dealt with respect to automation and performance.
The approach to San Francisco Airport has special challenges over water and at a steep rate of descent. The pilot at the controls this day, in training on the 777, told investigators it was very stressful, very difficult to perform a visual approach with a heavy airplane, and he was very concerned, Cockpit communications show the flight was approaching normally. The pilot, unfamiliar with local geography, asking, "Is that the Golden Gate?" No sign of panic until just 30 feet above the bay. He had mistakenly turned off the computerized throttle controls, and suddenly an audible warning. The plane is flying too slowly, and the captain orders the junior pilot to go around, attempting to abort the landing, but it's too late.
The Asiana accident is a huge watershed and a big wake-up call. We've got to stop over-relying on automation.
One simple move by any of the pilots, pushing the throttle forward, would have lifted the 777 enough to make the runway and prevent the fatal crash. Instead, these pilots appeared too dependent on computer controls.
We didn't have pilots in that cockpit. We had systems operators
who apparently forgot how to fly out of an emergency by hand. The NTSB calls that automation addiction, and it's worried that lack of training is creating an entire generation of pilots who can no longer fly by hand.